Hello, hello everyone, welcome to Let's Get On With It Live, where we do, in fact, believe it or not, on occasion, get on with it. I was not intending to be broadcasted, and then I certainly wasn't intending to play Daggerfall. But here I am. Folks who've been watching the channel for years know this happens to Grimith. Fucking Daggerfall worms its way into his head, and then there he is, throwing himself into fucking Daggerfall. Several hundred hours of Daggerfall later, and I'm still here. Right, so we're going to be continuing at Daggerfall Unity, of all things, the program that folks have been badgering and prodding me for years to play, but now that it is broadly feature complete, you can finish the main quest from start to end, and the rest of the life cycle of it's going to be primarily devoted to polishing off bugs and what have you. I'm here to see what the hell is up. And clearly it must not be terrible, because I'm back to do it again. I'm gonna stress test this sumbitch along the way, in some form or fashion, I'm sure. Let me just go ahead and disappear this fan art off the screen. And we'll launch Daggerfall Unity. We're gonna be playing it in 1280 by 720 resolution. That's right, widescreen Daggerfall. Can you dive into the void? I will handle questions perhaps after the recap. No, Grimith, that's the normal Daggerfall folder. I know that's what you're used to opening. Take up that resolution of 1280 by 720, and we will relaunch the sumbitch. Also, something I think I'm going to do is tone the music down. I didn't get any complaints on the stream video, but I think I'm going to adjust my volume slider down a few percentage points, especially if my voice wears out. I do not expect to go 12 hours again like I did the last time, but I didn't think I would be going longer than like 4 fucking hours last time either, so... Alright. I know, it's still up. I took care of it. Chat delay. It's fine. Dwarf Fortress. Okay, so if you've never seen the Daggerfall Unity interface, you got all sorts of bells and fucking whistles. You got this damn music that's bleedingly loud. You've got mod support, and there's plenty of folks who would bark on Daggerfall Unity with mods, and Daggerfall Unity forum is full of mods, the Daggerfall Workshop, but who the fuck would want to play with mods? It's Daggerfall. Fuck you, mods. Let's play a damn game. Let's play a damn recap first and foremost. Also, we're going to be joined by air conditioner, courtesy of the fact of, well, it's still summer. Even if it were winter, we'd still be joined by air conditioner. So, I'm playing as an Argonian. He is a historical reenactor. The vision I had in mind of this character is a individual who had a flair for the dramatic, for theatrics, and who performed in front of numerous nobles and theaters and amphitheaters and stage sets, reenacting combat of old Argonian times, fighting aboard ships as like a freebooter, you know, sailing the seas, stealing from dark elves, stealing from the Empire, stealing from whomever, and fighting in like guerrilla warfare staged battles. You know, like the stories of like the Roman Colosseum of old, where you'd have individuals go out and they'd like theatrically like perform a battle, but people could be harmed in the making of that action, or I say could be harmed. Right. Yeah, so that was my mindset for the character. He's always polite. Etiquette is his #1 primary skill, though it has certainly fallen behind in long blade and dodging. I will always speak to people using etiquette. He also will never lie to someone. Just isn't who he is. Maybe he's just not very fucking good at it, but he never lies. However, if a Dark Elf is ever encountered, both of these rules may be ignored. Or, as I determined during last stream, an obtuse member of the Mages Guild. Do you know how to cast an open spell? I really want you to be able to cast an open spell. Please say you can cast an open spell. Yeah. The class was created in mind... Well, the class was created with everything at a base 50. Because anyone could be a historical reenactor, with a weighting towards noble rep and a disadvantage with mercantile rep. Advantages and disadvantages weren't selected really with a flavor for the character. This isn't like a full-on roleplay, like, you know, Ursilia Melkor the Linguist was. More like a pseudo one. With advantages and disadvantages, I just picked some different things, because I knew I was playing Daggerfall Unity, and I did want to stress test magic stuff. So we got, like, some forbidden materials. I have 3 weapons in my skills, so I was like, what the hell? I'm not going to use any of those other things. Some forbidden armor-type chain, whoop-de-doo. Athleticism. Not that fatigue is really an issue, so I've noticed. I do have 60 endurance, but I'm used to my fatigue plummeting much quicker. Maybe athleticism is doing more than what I think it is. Throughout the levels that we've gained, we're now level 7, and we're not... You know, we're working towards level 8. The skill advancement dagger was set above average for me, but my reflexes were set to very high, so that's a little bit of counterbalancing. I've put every attribute point into speed, and I'm almost capped out on that. It's definitely made a difference, particularly with the advanced combat AI that comes default enabled with Daggerfall Unity. Monster behavior is significantly different, and I find myself enjoying it. Monsters don't get caught on vertices that much, and I imagine that's also due to how dungeon construction is done. Making them far more mobile and far more dangerous. We haven't encountered any serious magic casters yet, like Vampire Ancients or Liches, Daedra Lords. I'm kind of curious to see how they perform, even Orc Shamans. Especially, and also as I level up, we'll be encountering humanoids who can cast higher, like, more powerful magic. So I'm interested in that. We have endured and thrived. Sometimes we've struggled more than others. Sometimes that's just been due to character design, and other times that's just been due to Daggerfall being a pain in the ass. But I have significant experience with Daggerfall. It's turned out alright. Once I've capped out with speed, I don't know where I'm going to be going from there. Kind of depends on my mood. We might do more intelligence, though we have plenty of spell points for what I'm doing, because I'm not using it for offensive magic. Yeah. Affiliations-wise, goals I have for this game are to cap out my ranks with the Temple of Mara. I chose that. Mara emphasizes the etiquette skill, along with the Temple of Dibella, which Dibella is the beauty goddess, and amusingly enough, Dibella also emphasizes Longblade. And Mara, the mother goddess, who promotes tolerance of all. You know, whatever. So we're doing Mara, and that's because this character is wrestling with his hatred of Dark Elves due to the... I can't believe I forgot the name of the war. The Asmer War or whatever. It happened, like, several years before the War of Bethany, which the Dark Elves fought Blackmarsh. The Dark Elves have been enslaving the Argonians for over an era now. There's a lot of strife between the two species. And so I figured, you know, Temple of Mara, the mother goddess who promotes tolerance for all, would be a nice way to emphasize my character trying to work through his issues and promote tolerance for all. The Knights of the Flame, I knew I wanted to do a knightly order with this character. and Temple of Mara is emphasized in Anticlair. Anticlear, whatever, and that's where the Knights of the Flame are. I'll show you the map here. This is where we are, and I plan on spending most of the game here until we actually get cracking with the main quest line. The Knights of the Flame are the prominent faction that protect Lord and Lady Flight. Lord and Lady Flight rose in prominence and popularity after the War of Bettany in protecting their people. Lord Flight has since contracted some variant of the plague, which renders him nearly incapable, so Lady Flight is mostly running the show here. She has hand-picked replacements for the court. She is escorted by attractive yet dim-witted members of the Knights of the Flame. I just like the flavor of it, even though Lord and Lady Flight and their court isn't really represented in the game. And so we're here in Anticlear. It's also a province in the High Rock Hammerfell region that I haven't spent much time in, and so I'm choosing to do so. We found a number of dungeons, we found a plethora of maps, and we've just been bouncing to and fro in completing our various quests that we have gone on. Because Knights of the Flame likes to send you on dungeon quests with no real reward because you're a knight. The Temple of Mara, we've done a number of dungeon quests for them. There's certainly been plenty of dungeon action. We've also done some work with the Fighters Guild, though I'm not emphasizing that for this run. I just felt like doing a few things for the Fighters Guild to sprinkle in. And the Mages Guild, just for convenience, I would like to fiddle with magic items in this game, and the Mages Guild is the easiest way to fiddle with magic items. And the crafting of them. I do like this feature here in Daggerfall Unity, which may end up being removed later on in its development, where you can see your reputation score with your factions. I really like that feature. It prevents you from having to keep track of it in your head. For example, I'm at 38 here at the Mages Guild because I failed a quest for them. Alright, going over the skills. Etiquette, Long Blade, and Dodging. Major has Archery, Critical Strike, and Medical. Minor has Alteration, Climbing, Hand-to-Hand, Mysticism, Restoration, and Stealth. Again, I picked 3 weapon skills, and just because I thought it fit the flavor of this character, I go more into those details during the actual character creation. I think that's a general sense of where the character's been. Role-playing hasn't happened too much. I've been trying to also learn and scrutinize and stress test the elements of Daggerfall Unity while on top of it. We have a number of spells. Some of them are easier to discern than others. I didn't start off with any in my spell book after character creation. Inventory-wise, we don't have much to write home about. We have quite a bit of silver gear, but I forbade myself both Elven and Dwarven, as well as steel, so it's a mixture of iron and silver. Not too great. We have this beautiful loincloth of the Orc Lord that's been serving us well. We've done a little bit of archery, but I don't care for the archery as I've experienced it thus far. It might just be due to my character's skill set. I'm sure I'll try it again at some point with this character, but I haven't been too impressed. I also have these sandals that I need to identify at some point along with this holy tome. A few random ingredients. And here we have our letters from Morgaya and Lotan, but I don't have any intention of getting cracking on the main quest line right now. Busy doing other shit. I think that about does it for the recap. So, one of the things I don't much care for on Daggerfall Unity, I think it's the thing that I like the least, I dislike the most, I have the strongest feelings about, is the wander encounter, like, spawning. The game really likes to throw a lot of shit at you. I demonstrated this, and I have a copy of the saves where, during my test I did of this game before I did the first stream, on the short journey from Privateer's Hold to Gothway Garden, I got ambushed by a Dragonling, which shouldn't be in the region at all, a Spriggan, and an Orc. Trying to sleep in dungeons, sometimes I don't even get an hour in. The counter still says 0 when I'm ambushed by something. And all this shit that I just got ambushed by, that's not for anything on the main quest line. I just got attacked straight up by 3 dudes. People keep bringing up that centaur. It didn't bother me that much. Primarily because it was one enemy, and it was also region appropriate. But shit like this, like, that's... This isn't Daggerfall. Understand that Daggerfall Unity is a recreation of Daggerfall, a reverse-engineered, you know, coding was able to be looked at and referenced in some cases, and then other instances you just have to stress test and perform a recreation of it. It's not like a port of Daggerfall, it's a remake, essentially. That'd be my primary complaint about it. Newer players are already going to have a hard enough time learning the mechanics, trying to survive Privateer's Hold or the early game, if they don't know the mechanics of the game like I do, especially if they're getting ambushed by it like this. Like, I have a character who, at this point, you know, level 7, with strong long blade, critical strike, and plenty of speed, is very combat capable. And I have, like, my max HP is set to up to 30 per level. So when I level up, I gain between 15 to 30 hit points, plus my endurance modifier of 1. That's another way in which my settings don't quite match my vision for historical reenactor, but I just wanted all the hit points there for convenience sake, as I'm fiddling with Daggerfall Unity. So yeah, like, you're gonna have a lot of players that aren't encountering shit like that, and so having to deal with all these spawns, and they even happen during the daytime, too. Corpses have a tendency to linger as well, longer than they should. Here we go, here's another one. Like, where the fuck are all these acrobats coming from, right? I don't have an answer for that question, Lionheart. So this was far more inconvenient and awkward when we couldn't handle ourselves in a fight. And certainly we'd be able to, I think something else spawned. Yep. There was that little lag spike delay there that indicated that something else appeared on the board. Oh my! Oh my. One perk of fighting all these humanoid characters, though, is their loot generation. I am level 7, and my luck is not abysmal. So we'll start seeing some good shit. That's our first mithril piece. If I ever get myself a mithril daikatana, these guys are doomed. But look at this. How much time has passed that I've been out here? 5 dudes in Anticlear City. Like, we've had enough of this motherfucker. I've certainly seen different humanoid flavors than what I'm used to. Healers and acrobats. So that's neat that that's being pulled out of the woodwork. But all of this shit coming after me in the middle of a walled city? I'm just not okay with that. Like, I wasn't even intending to stand out here during this recap to demonstrate this. This was just emergent gameplay right here. One other thing is that we did poke our heads into the void during one of the dungeon explorations. We didn't actually phase into the void, but we definitely saw outside the reality of the dungeon, if only for a bit. So it is possible. Whether I end up trying to finagle myself out of bounds remains to be seen over the course of gameplay. I've been told that it's impossible, that it doesn't fucking exist at all. Oh, hey, listen, look, ends up asking that. A number of folks have asked me that. And my experience thus far has been, like, there's an out-of-bounds area. I haven't earnestly tried to get out there. But it does exist. Number of other things, too, like, there's greater stability in the game, which means that I can't fling myself off the city wall and travel, you know, a fifth of the way across Sentinel as I have in the past. We don't hear our crazy dubstep music remixes. Quest objects don't phase out of reality and into the void. That's the real bitch, especially when you're fighting something like in a little house, like up in an attic somewhere, and it's like a grizzly bear, and he's like standing like on the precipice of like the the attic, like, down into the rest of the house, and you're like, ah, son of a bitch. How am I supposed to kill you without knocking you out of bounds? Yeah, I think that was a pretty damn lengthy recap. I think that about does it. Alright, let's go to a tavern. Hopefully someone clean up these bodies eventually. Again, I've been, like, mobbed in daylight before, too. Albeit by rats and bats, and at one point a fireball streaked above my head and into the sky. So the fact that all that stuff happens during the day, too. You could try to, like, roleplay hand-wave that stuff away. Like, oh, people figure out you're an agent of the Blades, and they're here to fuck with you and stop you and shit, but come on. I haven't done anything for the main quest yet, other than meet with Lady Magnesson. Also, hey there, Hugh. What am I doing? I have a room here for fucking forever. Let's have a nap. So, brief bit about game mechanics. If you want to have a character of some merit, never rely on the medical skill, especially if you have a plethora of hit points. For fuck's sakes, just have rapid healing or regenerate health. That's of course assuming that you create your own custom class. Probably like the Barbarian has like rapid healing. I don't know whether any of the other base classes do off the top of my head. So much quicker for, like, resting. So much more reliable. Who knows, though? Maybe if we get to, like, medical 80 or 90%, we'll just be off the damn chain. Something else I've noticed in Daggerfall Unity, let's see if I actually travel in the right fucking direction, is corpse persistence in areas. This happens in the Mages Guild, where normally if you complete, like, a guard quest, the quest will clean up after itself. Hey there. This happens in town, too. You know. Don't worry. No one wants to know anything. Any news? Please, disseminate a little news. Whatever. Also, I'm gonna turn off my push-to-talk. Since I'm turning off my air conditioner for the time being. Do they still have an option for horses and wagons? You can still strafe. As a matter of fact, the horse without a cart can even fucking jump. So you can do jump, strafe, moving backwards, and of course you can keep levitating with horses as well. Cart can't jump. Last stream I tested out whether you could recall into a place while you were still on your transportation. Apparently they fixed that. So you can't soft lock yourself. That's a good thing. Great, I have no diseases. The houses work? Asking me questions I don't have an answer to. This is literally my second stream of this, damn it. Do you understand all of the gameplay mechanics? No, I don't. It's part of why I'm here. No, I'm not bringing you a Daedra's Heart. I hate fetching ingredients from dungeons. I seriously do. It's not fun. An unclean spirit hunt. That could be a wraith. Though I can handle wraiths much better than what I was able to. Random nudity? What are you talking about, Hugh? There's a toggle that you can turn player nudity on or off, like, you know, have it like a child guard. Like for the CD version, although the CD version child guard would have also cleaned up some blood and gore, too. Ah, the Monastery of Dispanxiva. I've been there. I've definitely been there. Go ahead and throw down an anchor. I think I'm ready to go. Also, just remarking on playing the game at a larger resolution. Not running the face rig. Ah, see things. It's crazy. The text parser is also much less sensitive. You can even misspell something that you type in, and the game will try and interpret what the hell you meant. One thing that I dislike, though it's not as big of a deal as the wandering monster spawn rate, is my inability to use Y or N for the yes-no prompts, for quests, and for this. Just a minor hotkey convenience. That's not something that you can map, like in the options. You know, that was just something that was built into the game, like how Control F for find was something that was built into Daggerfall. Convenience thing. So, in the case of this province of Anticlear, it's not as large as some of the others you can go to, so there's much fewer quest dungeons, I've noticed. We've definitely had a number of repeats, which isn't so bad normally, because then I'll remember where the quest locations are. Particularly this dungeon, as I'm pretty damn sure it was the last dungeon I did last stream. There have been a few quirks of the gameplay, but the only time I've had the game outright crash on me was, has been every time, well, not every time, but many of the times I've attempted to close the game. I should have said no to this quest the moment I saw what dungeon it was taking me to, because it was the same dungeon that I ended last stream with. In the future, I will refuse any quests leading to this dungeon. I'm strongly now considering just loading the save, pretending that nothing happened, that all those people I was ambushed by didn't come get me at all or anything. On the bright side, this entire dungeon is still mapped out, because it's the last dungeon I was in. So, spoilers, if you want to see how this dungeon looks... So, the real reason why I disliked this opening area was because of how convoluted this module is to start. This is one of my least favorite modules, with its intricate, like, layered passages. Do we have any damage spells? No. No offensive spell capabilities on this character. First thing I'm going to do, though, is check the... I know where one of the quest locations is right now. Well, in theory, I should remember all of them. We're going to head to one of them, though, straight up off the bat. And it's not through this door, but it made me happy to open it. Glad the dungeon, by the way, is still stocked with the same enemy types. The fucking harpies and everything. I think it's this way. Now, let's backtrack. Why is that not revealed? It should be revealed. I don't like the game hiding that, as I definitely had to map this out the last time I was in this dungeon. So, one thing I noticed as well. The game, like, you're able to, say, for example, make notes. Like, ha 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 ha. But, oh, it preserved the note this time? Alright, inconsistency. Consistencies for yogurt. Understood. Let's check the first quest location. No time. The green thingy? Well, the green thingy, which is now a blue thingy. I don't know why it's blue. I didn't press a key. I didn't even know these things could change color. This is the dungeon entrance. If you mouse over that, it even tells you. In this column is where you are. Alright, damn. Not down here this time. Ah, you're probably right, Janara. That makes sense. Okay. Unfortunately, our ghost friend is not down there. I'll have to remember the other quest locations. Well, the next one I'm gonna check is probably, well, another of my least favorite modules. I really hate that piece of shit module. Because this dungeon just so happened to be the last dungeon that I went to, I can't rely on looking at map areas to see where I should go next, unless for whatever reason all those areas end up being unmapped again. For reasons. We're probably not thinking of the same dungeon, same 3 days. Zombies down there. This path will lead to those zombies. I don't want to go to them. What I want to do is... we'll fight you while I'm here. Oh yeah, I forgot to get my magic shit identified. Hello. Fucking monk, whatever. Anything major missing? You don't have an answer to that question? Because this is the second time I've ever broadcasted Daggerfall Unity, and I did a little test of it before the first stream. It's broadly feature complete, equal with, for Gavin's words, with classic Daggerfall. Something I never really fucking appreciated at any point in this game is how often I'm fucking hit. Really emphasizes, like, having speed to dodge shit, especially with the advanced combat AI. Yes, Harvey. Shut your mouth. Alright. How do I get to the place I hate? It's not that back here, is it? No. I can't even recall whether a quest location is back here. Could the quest thing be back here in that room? Still getting used to how the newfangled map mechanics work. I believe chat's ruling on that last stream was less worse. They are less worse than what they used to be. Doesn't have that elevator shaft mapped out the rest of the way? No, it does. Okay. This is the hell that I need to be in. I'm just not able to get there through that elevator shaft. I have to get there through a different elevator shaft due to the dungeon's fucking construction. Because it's a pain in the ass like that. Yeah, that path has the trapdoor wall that I can't activate from this side, but would have to activate from this side which would take me into this area, which is the area that I really do want to be in. He says even though he fucking hates that area. Now, can I get up to that area through this way? It looks like I can, so... Great. Yes, yes. Howdy, howdy. So behind me... West. Then this way. Another mithril left, Pauldron. Neat. Just waiting on that mithril sword. Especially if it was a mithril... You son of a bitch. Potion recipe. Yes, I know, you're level 3, you think you're special, you're not. No one loves you, Skeleton Warrior. Get with the times. Also pressing my push-to-talk key. No, you can't stockpile quest ingredients. They have to be relatively fresh. They'll have green borders attached to them. Something else I'm noticing with Daggerfall Unity is you end up with, like, party rooms, where a bunch of, like, monsters can end up being, like, congregated. We had the dungeon room last stream that had 7, 8 bears in it. It's all fucking hanging out, partying together, like, okay. Sure, why not? Potion to cure disease, that's not too bad. Alright. How the hell do I get exactly to where the fuck I hate? Good. It's not too much further from here. Wonderful. Shut up, you. So one thing I've taken to doing is baiting enemies with their swings. This high-stakes speed game of... Daggerfall. Seriously, what the fuck? There's our Mithril Blade. It's only a longsword, but that's 5 to 19 points of damage. Now it's going to have a stronger to hit bonus. So I'm willing to ditch the Silver Daikatana, which is battered anyway. Let's wait until... I'm just going to stand here. How many times do you successfully get a hit off on me? Okay, you missed once. Great. What's my dodge at? Okay, just wanted to check. Be a miracle if you pick this lock. You know what that means. Yeah, that was a ring, not a coin. Now that I have a Mithril Blade, I can take down the Harpies. The Harpies are no longer invincible. Means I don't have to flee around in terror like a jackass. Case in point. Daikatanas are the best weapon in the fucking game. Due to how this game favors long blades. Face rig was a one-time only thing. You mind. Of course you don't. No. We're going to check the next quest location in this module that I so fucking strongly dislike. I really do. It's such a dick. It really is. Words can't convey strongly. Once you know how it goes, it's great. I should probably save now, because I haven't saved at all since the start of this stream. That's definitely one thing I've noticed with Daggerfall Unity. I save less, because I'm less worried about things breaking. Take that for what it's worth. Da 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 da. So nice to be able to kill them. Yep, I know. Alright. Our ghost, wraith, whatever thing is not down here. Let's go down, then. I suppose I could take a dive in the water. Yeah, let's go down the water. Let's search that. What's my spell points at? Let's ixnay that idea. Asleep here? Of course not. What the hell's gonna be able to reach to kill me? I don't know. Maybe that mommy. Up, up. I don't have to hold a key, nor to remain in a climbing position. I can transition walls. There's even, for the moment, a thing for ceilings. You can trust that as much as you want. And in theory, you'll be able to transition grabs. Wall to wall. Bounce like a fucking martial artist. Right, so I wanted to check the water down there, but let's sleep first before I do so. There we go. Grabbed onto the wall, so I don't have to take fall damage. Whee! And I was in repel mode there, too. Crazy. Let's see here. That lowers us down to the water. Don't recall whether there's a quest location down here, but damn it, I'm gonna check. I'm most certain, though, that the quest location is up there through that, portcullis gate thing. So, pretty confident the answer to this question is no, but I'd be remiss if I didn't check, particularly since this dungeon's mapped out for me already, since I just did it at the end of last stream. Hello, zombie. Yep. As I expected. Do 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 do. Use the climb mode to get me onto the elevator since I can't jump because I'm carrying too much weight. The Daggerfall Unity loves to crouch you. And we're on Argonian with our gills, so, they're not perfect gills. They do help us hold our breath longer. I don't even have to cast my magic. Alright, so this section was a bust. And that's a damn shame. Another annoying thing about this module is that the switch to operate this elevator's over here. It's one of 17 different fucking annoyances. Well, we're in a pickle. As the normal way I would use to gauge whether I'm done with a dungeon has been denied to me by me repeating this dungeon. I could always leave it, go to another dungeon, come back, and then it wouldn't be mapped out fully. But, on the other hand, that sounds pretty dumb. We got some more arrows, neat. Let's help this mommy out. Hey, mommy. Goodbye, mommy. Push a slow falling. This down here takes you to the trapdoor. Pressure plate activated here. I'm on very high reflexes. And this will take me... Ah, son of a bitch. Poison, yep. Alright. Let's try casting my Cure Poison spell. Of course. Again? Again? Of course. Of course. Very good. I'm glad I have you, magic. It's like, but I only have a 32% chance. How could I possibly cure your shit? And of course, I only have the cure disease spell potions. Nope, no cure poison. Let's just go ahead and rest and die. Yeah, I know, you feel somewhat bad. Oh hey, the poison. Perfect. Ah, Daggerfall. I used my only, I think, cure poison potion, the last dungeon. Well, we already explored up there, and we know the disappointment awaits us there, so let's just head back up here. They're not easier to break down. The only way I would say they are easier to break down is because, monsters will help you break them down. I have to be really careful around all these humanoid enemies, since they tend to have, fucking forgot you were back there. Since they tend to have poison-coated weapons, and since the game really loves flinging them at you, especially in, like, wandering encounter tables, makes for a really rough time of it. Fucking harpies can disease you, mummies can disease you. Okay, so I'm probably feeling somewhat bad because I was poisoned in this reality before anything of the sort had progression. Either that or I just got unlucky, so... Well, let's try... Oh, wait, I can't test that out because fucking there's enemies around here. Hold on. Actually, I know a way I can test this out. Give me a moment. Weird sound effects most of the times whenever I teleport into places. Yep, I'm already locked into poison in the save. Okay, very good. I got enough for 2 castings. I like it when you fail. That makes me happy. Okay. Wonderful. I'm not gonna collapse and die now. What a time to be alive. And that's just knowledge, forewarning, of having some semblance of capacity to be able to cure that shit. Otherwise, I would have to teleport back. I'd have to leave the dungeon and come back to it. Hooray! I don't know why I'm bothering to clear these guys, maybe just so I can have a place to pretend like I can sleep safely. Because I know what's over here just leads me to the fucking zombie elevator. Well, it's underwater, and there's 3 zombies down there. And not all of it is. Survive some instances of poisoning. Some of it impacts your fatigue. Aren't Argonians immune to something? No. The Argonian perk in Daggerfall is that you can stay underwater longer. Factors in their gills. It's not true being able to be submerged forever, but what can you do? One thing that was not added in this recreation of Daggerfall Unity is that I can go into a menu in an elevator with and still remain on the elevator. What a novel concept. We don't need to fight the zombies. There's nothing down there for us. We'll just fight the harpy. I'll show y'all. I'll show off the zombies, though. There they are. Partying down here endlessly. There's a locked door over there that would take you to a winding stairwell. Also, here we go. Outside the dungeon. Through the power of levitate. Boop. Beautiful. For the 97th millionth time, I'm going to lament already having this damn dungeon mapped. I was just hoping the damn thing would be in the locations that, the convenient quest locations I already knew off the top of my head. Alright. Well, let's go run around aimlessly then. Worst case, I'll just always, let this quest expire and fail. I knew this was a dead-end area, but felt like committing violence. That can't be true, the man in my head. Surely town guards only have iron and steel weapons, and a lycanthrope can only be hurt by silver or better. Surely not every town has an armory where they hand out all the powerful weapons. Oh, shit. Where do we head back? This stream won't go on for too long. Excuse me. Yes, yes, roar. Roar, 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 roar. Let's go. Let's go this way, find you. Listen, I'm looking for a ghost or a wraith. It's most likely a ghost. I just want a ghost. Say I could kill the spirit that appeared in the same damn dungeon I already cleared out the end of last stream. Why I chose to go back to this annoying dungeon again. Oh well. Teleporter wall over here? Yup. I know, you feel special. Now that I have the Mithril Longsword, though, I'm not afraid of anything in this dungeon, although it could very well kill me through poison. And I'm not able to cure it in time. Who knows? Dwarven Tonto. See if I'll be able to sleep and rest. Great. Oh, son of a bitch. Contracted consumption? Oh no, I've got the consumption. Fixed. Phew! Would have had to drink one of my cure disease potions. And that would have been terrifying. In theory, I should save now that I've cured that, but you know what? I like to live dangerously. Again, I lament all this shit already being mapped out for me. I can't tell where I haven't been. I have to follow the bodies. I don't think I'm gonna be able to do this. Not conveniently. This, unless I make this the only thing I do this stream. I'm not willing to give up yet, though. Ghost. Wraith. Ghost Wraith. Undead Spirit. Yoo-hoo. Nah. This isn't anywhere good. It's gonna take me back to the quest location area I already searched through? No. Misremember my dungeon signs. Yes, mommy. You know that place you cleared out? Well, the fucking undead spirit's back. We need your help again. RP just died. Actual example of monster infighting happening in this dungeon. We haven't seen any of that so far this stream. Don't have an answer to that question, same 3 days. Not my goal to fucking cheat the game. You think I am some kind of fucking noob playing Daggerfall? We got a fucking peasant? Alright, looked in here. I can tell because there's no gold there. And the door was open. Don't know what the fuck you were doing there, but you're gone now. Monsters have a tendency to wander a lot more once they've been activated. Again, I don't know why I'm bothering to use the map. Okay. If I'm going to seriously do this dungeon, what I'm gonna have to do is I'm gonna have to leave, go into another dungeon, enter that, so that that clears my map, and then come back here. That's gonna repopulate the dungeon, but the quest target will still be at their other place, as opposed to one of the places I know and have already accessed. I'm pretty sure that's true. The alternative is just, I retain the knowledge of where I've been in my head. Maybe I can use some map notes. He said disparagingly. I already went down here, yep. Obviously, been through here. This takes me off into the hell that is this module. God, this module sucks. All its narrow, winding passageways. Taking this little shortcut path basically just takes you to the lower section of hell, where a quest location is. Can't be many more quest locations left in this module. I'm trying to think back to what I know of the quest locations and how they would appear based on this module's design. We got the one in this area that was down there. There was one in this area. That's up here through the elevator shit. Right around this area. I recall checking those rooms. Ugh. doing, buddy? Standing there at the intersection? No care in the world? Where the fuck did you come from? Daggerfall making random sounds, the sound of a door closing, for example. Does that sometimes. You'll hear, like, coins clinking when you're in the middle of exploring, and you're like, what the fuck? Just random Daggerfall dungeon ambience. Of course, it takes me here. Don't be asinine. This room. Yup. Oh, I already have an arrow, so I save. Perfect. This will take me through this cycle back up to there. Where would a monster be if I'm hearing that sound here? There's no secret doors along this hallway. Nothing above or really below. Interesting. Make that sound again? Not you! The stompy sound. Son of a bitch. Not there. That's the false... Well, that's the brick wall door. This is not a teleporter dungeon. Huh. The fuck were that? Why am I hearing those enemies from that position? There's nothing there. I already went up there. Go ahead and nuzzle her face against the wall. Whee! I said we might very well spend the whole stream down here. Again, funny. It just amuses me that I flung myself into a dungeon I cleared at the end of last stream. It's found a new way to be obnoxious for me. Which is impressive, really. And I know how to clear the map of it. It's just like... That's right, train. Do 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 do. Trying to determine whether that was a ghost I heard or random sound effects in Daggerfall. This is how the second stream went. I just re-explored all of the the same area as the first stream. I did it for the loot, of course. I mean, I got this mithril longsword no matter what. Past 30 minutes or so have been totally worth it for this fucking sword. With a mithril weapon, I can fight and kill anything in the game. That's a big deal. It takes me through that area. Let me check to confirm that. Yes, Harpy. I like not getting stuck in enemies. That's pretty nice. Yes, you fucking piece of shit. Why do you even bother trying to fight me? Not even gonna loot you. That's how little I care about you. I'll loot you. The fact that the enemies are all the exact same and in the same places too is a thing. It's just a quest location enemy that had to be fucking different. Didn't want to be in the same damn underwater hole. No, maybe he's up here. I remember this place. Glad we're back here. This is a dead-end room. You're a zombie. We've seen plenty of zombies in this dungeon already, but what do you know? It's the special zombie at the quest location. Huzzah, I fucking did it. Let's talk a little bit about this section. Up here, up this ramp and to the right, you'll encounter this Ursilius time warp area that I enjoyed so much during the Linguist run, where it was between like a skeleton and like a mage of some kind, and time just fucking stood still. Pretty damn enjoyable. Arena is a dungeon crawler. It's a different style of game. I don't think it's bad. It's just very much a different game. I dislike Battlespire. I've talked about that a bit. Lilia Lil, who fell into Daggerfall through my efforts and has not only played Daggerfall quite a bit, though she didn't finish her Daggerfall game. She's gotten into exploring Daggerfall Unity and making like tutorial videos and stuff for it, or like mods and shit. I saw her play Battlespire. I thought Battlespire was a piece of trash. I do still have the box for that, and that CD is in great condition. I haven't played Battlespire since for fucking ever. Excuse me? Fucking Orc Shaman? Alright, sure, why not? Fuck you too, game. Here I am about to, like, teleport out, and I'm like, I'm sorry, you did what? Also, did I just change this game resolution? I did. Son of a bitch. Alright, let's save. I'm gonna blame Battlespire on that. Hold on. Let's exit the game so I can properly fix that window. I'm pretty sure the window is fixed now. Yeah, great. It was only a minor bit, a minor click. It would be nice if I could set it so that the game could not, its resolution could not change, except for that lovely little UI for the settings INI. Anyway, look at the hell out of this dungeon. It was such a wonderful dungeon, I did it twice. New conduct. We're never fucking going back to that dungeon. On the 7th of First Seed every year, the people of Anticlear celebrate. Little Harvest, festival for fresh beginnings. Alright. One of those holidays where everything is breezies. Howdy. Thanks. No diseases. Got ourselves a lovely free heal. Let's visit, get some training about etiquette. Let's sob profusely at the fucking tavern. Cast hopscotch. And have a nap. Okay, next up, I'll do a quest or 17 for the Knights of the Flame. No, I wanted to wait. Oh, the Knights of the Flame, that's right. Well, maybe I'll do a, quest for the Mages Guild. I guess. Hand-to-hand is an entirely viable means of completing this game. Ah, just a little past 11. Okay. Very powerful. You don't have to worry about weapon quality with your fists. You can hit anything, potentially. Those options were default toggles, so I left them on. Monster infighting as well as the advanced combat AI are both on, yes. I thought about playing with them off. Enemy infighting, though, amuses me. And because quest monsters don't get involved with that, that's a great way for quests not to be broken. And the advanced AI, it's different. I guess. Yeah, I don't think enough time has passed for me to qualify for the next rank. We'll poke our heads in. Howdy. We'll say that we'll... Oh, it's the villainous one, the Nightblade. That's fucking easy enough to do. No, I gotta resist my... temptation. I guess I could do one more, though, but no. We're gonna wait. Monsters are better at not getting stuck, but if you get them on a staircase, it takes some work. They just don't latch onto vertices. And I presume, like, and that's not even, you don't even need, like, the advanced combat AI for that. I just imagine that's due to how, like, it's a different... Like, so there's a classic save in Porter, but you only do that outdoors. You don't want to do that in dungeons. That's just due to how dungeons are built. They're built differently than they are in classic Daggerfall. Howdy, motherfucker. Without hesitation, you get a new rank. You can buy magic items. And congratulations. Hello, sir. What you got? I don't feel like using shields this run, so I won't. We'd have some wisdom. But I have to replace my adorable red sash that I have beneath there. Never tiring longsword that you get stamina from. I do like... buy magic items can be a great way for you to access, like, higher quality equipment that you just haven't been finding, like Daedric stuff you can see here. So, like, even if I didn't find that mithril longsword, we may very well have been able to come here and see that mithril weapon. And then we'd be right as rain. A healing sapphire sounds like a great purchase. And so I will acquire that. Yeah. Buy it. Just in case I need a spot of emergency healing. And, provided I fucking remember that I have it. Let's not train yet. Let's see what kind of missions that you offer me. Oh. No. Yeah. No. Yeah. Missions. After training. Teach me the ways of the alteration magic. He's not halfway through the floor. He's having a seat. Identify. Oh, you're right, son of a bitch. I do have a spell for doing that. But, oh no, that's not you. This damn Mage's Guild layout. I have to go upstairs. This room. There you go. Alright, so we have this shit. Sandals of good luck. Whatever, I'm not going to replace my boots for those. Bracer of water walking. Nah, I'll be fine. And a ring of magica. Hello. Welcome to my life. How are you? I'm so glad you could join me here in my life. It's good to see you. You and I can have fun together. Let's have fun. I don't think Dustbox struggles to run Daggerfall. Though, I do agree that this particular layout of the Mage's Guild causes some sluggishness. It's funny, I can not have problems in, like, the dungeons, but, like, some of, like, the larger, like, guild areas, like this. Which is how it's designed. Maybe it's, like, because it's stacked on top of each other? Give me the good guard. I should have sufficient reputation now. You know you want to give me the good guards. Doing wonderful, because I'm playing Daggerfall. But no, there I go, pressing the N hotkey again, thinking that's gonna work. I do so loathe ingredient fetching in this game, and really, ingredients in general. And this, by the way, is what prompted the conduct, telling these people to get fucked. As an excuse me. Yes! Yes, I do qualify for these missions now. I love these missions. Yes. I will be more than delighted to litter this entire guild with bodies, if you'll excuse me. There we go. So just because there's no monster infighting between enemies of the same type doesn't mean that friendly fire isn't a thing. Oh, that amuses me deeply. Come on. Come on. Who's a good Nightblade? Damn Nightblades and rogues and thieves in this game and their, like, triple, like, slash thing. The triple slash move that they do. And have a saber in one hand and a long sword in the other. My god. I'm ready to fight on a boat. The historical reenactor is... Why am I moving that there? You should keep that, Grimith. Also, we weren't able to identify that? Maybe I just didn't scroll down properly to identify it. It's been known to happen. I don't really care about picking this shit up to put it in my wagon to loot. Just if there's anything noteworthy. Alright, short bow. It's steel, so I can't use it, but we might as well get that identified too. Yoo-hoo, identify man. How do you do? What do we have? Holy Tome of Wizard's Fire and Steel Short Bow of fucking Oblivion. Alright, cool. I don't feel like keeping these things, though. I'm not gonna rely on magic items to cast attack magic. That's just not how I've thought of this character. I don't see him as an attack wizard. His magic skills, the 3 of which he has, are all down here in the minor. Alteration, Mysticism, Restoration. I haven't even done anything with Destruction. I don't think I will. Haven't made a training spell for it at all. It's possible. I think, like, the vampiric touch stuff for, like, draining health is partly dependent on restoration, partly dependent on destruction, so that if I make a spell like that, which I'm inclined to fiddle with, because I do want to do, like, stuff with spells in this run for a stress-tested Daggerfall Unity, it'll probably happen eventually. It just wasn't an emphasis for this character. cheesing the system through the various can't use magic in such and such area things. Yeah, I understand that fun. Hold on, I'm gonna turn my air conditioner back on along with it my push to talk. Can't cast magic on the east side, can't cast magic on the west side. It's good stuff. On the bright side, even though you can't use Wyatt in hotkeys for shortcuts, it does leave this box open, so... Rogue Imp, oh, I'm glad I'm seeing that mission now. Go fuck yourself. Nah, I don't want to do that guard. Yeah, here we go, give me this guard. I love this guard. This guard's the best guard. You don't have to wait until midnight for this guard mission. Oh, it's so good. You get like a magic item from it. The bodies remain in Daggerfall Unity. Really adds the aesthetic. Here we go. This shit kinda hurts, though. All their powerful nuking. Something that, did a spell reflection. I know I have the Absorb Spells ring. But, you know, like a shield of some kind wouldn't be such a bad idea either, which is another reason why I want to train up Alteration. How high is that? Oh, only 38%. Well, we got our work cut out for us. Amulet. I like it. Tell me more about this amulet. Frosty Amulet of Ice Storms? Sure, why the fuck not? Put it on. Fuck it. We can do one other guard mission, have a snooze, come back. I'm looking pretty beat up. I think we'll call it a night on the Mages Guild. We can always come back the next day. Did say I wanted some time to pass anyway, until I qualified for my next rank in the Knights of the Flame. You gotta wait 28 days between promotions, and that's what it checks again to see whether you meet the qualifications. And then you get promoted up as many ranks as you qualify for. It is weird leaving on my magic item, my loincloth, that boosts my strength. I'm used to, like, that it needing to be, like, recast, like, every 7-8 hours, and so breaking down. But my loincloth is still in new condition. It's kind of fucking with me. I mean, I'm cool with it. I'm cool with having fucking 82 strength instead of 60, but just... me, yeah. Alright, yeah, it works for me. Of course, if you're dissatisfied about how things look, about how things play, as I noted before, there's a plethora of mods you can change, like the tile sets. You can have like a lighting mod that like makes candles and torches and it's viable and makes shit darker. I've seen a little bit of that stuff in action because I've checked out videos before on Daggerfall Unity. Just doesn't appeal to me. But modding generally hasn't ever appealed to me. Another day, more guarding of the Mages Guild. There's a slider in the UI box that pops up, like the settings launcher. You can adjust loitering to go up to 12 hours. Fucking feels like cheating. Also, yeah, like, I made a comment about this earlier. Like, whenever you play classic Daggerfall, I guess, and, like, that quest is done, these bodies fucking go poof. They vanish. But as I noted earlier, bodies have a tendency to linger. No, I don't want to do that one. Magic right pauldron? Lady Doriana Flight. I'm so glad that we've kept this. King Gothrid. Good, very good. Lady Flight is the name of the ruler of Anticlear, because her husband, Lord Flight, is got a strain of the plague, and he's incompetent. Nah, I don't want to do an Atronach hunt. Don't want to kill a rogue imp. I definitely don't want to do the fucking sleep spell thing. Here we go. This is what I want to do. You're damn right. We'll... Magic breaches? That's right up my fucking alley. How did you know? Whew! These Nightblades pack a mean punch with that spell. That also includes punching themselves? That vaporizes a lot of my 200 hit points. That's rude. It also vaporizes them, too. Yeah, I would do well to have a means of spell reflection. I didn't want to put on my spell absorption ring there because I was already pretty full on magic. But now that I've thrown down a few wheels, who knows? We'll fucking put on the ring now. And they fucking kill me through over-absorption. It's gonna be great. We'll wait to identify that. Oh, hey, level 8! 5 attribute points. Damn. At least it wasn't 4. Speed of 98 now. Almost got that capped out. One of the things I'm interested in seeing and testing out for myself in Daggerfall Unity is how much units with area of effect spells do blow themselves up. I've seen them blow apart themselves and others here. Like, they will use that shit fucking point blank, I'm noticing. Just with these Nightblades. We're very cast heavy. Let's not do that. Let's just wait. We can always train later. I have to come here into the government-sanctioned area to have the enemy spawn. Ow. Fuckers. Keep in mind, too, I have a lot of fucking hit points. I'm just taking all that damage square on the chin, though. Imagine if you didn't have as many hit points as I did. Ooh, Potion of Shadow Form. Fucking Spring Break. Call everyone. Holy candle. Wow. A whole holy candle. Amazing. Silent Breaches. Wouldn't be a bad item to hold on to. Might be able to silence one of these magic casters, and I'm not too concerned about these Nightblades because of the gobs of hit points I have, but something that would hurt cast really painful, dangerous magic. I'm not going to hold on to that holy candle, though. Sure, why not? Let's go up here. The buy spells, bro, all the fucking way up here, because why not? There's our Daedra Summoner. Teleporter up here? Yeah, there's the teleporter. And the teleporter's closet. Because why not, right? Why the fuck not? This damn multi-story design. Everything needs to be conveniently located on the first floor, damn it. Those are the rules. what I will do, despite it being so damn far away. Let's hop on over to the temple. Get myself a free heal. I ended up not training. Mage's Guild, oh well, I can always train in the temple. Alright, Grimith. Very good. Howdy. I'm not poisoned, am I? No, great. That sweet, delicious free Uria Hill. As a reminder, upon joining the Benevolence of Mara, at rank 0, you get your, well, the ability unlocks at rank 0, but you don't get any benefit from it. You get your rank in the temple added to all of your reaction rolls against the opposite gender. So all the ladies out there, seeing this slick, superfly, Argonian historical reenactor, are suitably impressed. Not all temples provide a flat benefit like that. Like Dibella doesn't. Akatosh, I think, does like a fast travel thing. And some of the others have shit. We'll do one more guard thing, and I think I'm just gonna let time pass until maybe like a week or so until I check the knights again. Put my rank up, get some sweet armor. Last time the game glitched out and allowed me to pick up a full set of steel armor instead of just like one piece. Funnily enough, though, I can't wear any of the steel. Daedra Summoning can give you a quest, which upon completion gives you an artifact. Some are more useful than others, depends on your character. For example, Hircine's quest doesn't help you at all if you don't plan on doing lycanthropy shit. You haven't asked me to fetch any scholarly papers yet. Wonder if maybe I haven't fucking unlocked that at my quest reputation, but you trust me to guard someone. No, I don't want to do that. Give me that. That's a nice one. The good one. So I don't like how these enemies don't spawn until I go into the government-sanctioned area to have them spawn. Like, it says there's enemies nearby. That's one thing I'm not liking about Unity here. But they're not gonna fucking appear until I go into that box. As soon as I step into the government-mandated area for them to appear, by Jove, they will. It interrupted my rest. But as soon as I go in here, whoop, 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 whoop. There's one, anyway. Alright, new plan. I should have done this sooner. Hold on, timeout. I said timeout. Timeout? Timeout? Mom! Timeout. Mom! They don't honor timeout. Look at all these fucking bodies. Mom? Time out? Time in? Time in? Time in? Invoking the wrath of Bob Page? Who am I kidding? Bob loves counting money. Time in? I know, rawr, magic, rawr, 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 magic. I've so lost track of which of the fucking Nightblades it was that I fucking killed there. If you could, please. Oh, son of a bitch. This is the worst timeline. Alright, time out. Time out. Time out. Time in. Time in. Time... Time in? There you are. Time in. Well, we got another Mithril Death Pauldron out of it. And hey, these folks got to die over here. Isn't that lovely? Ooh. However, it's Elven. Alas. Let's get it identified. It might have some sort of benefit that can be used without equipping it. It sure does. It weighs 2 kilograms for that, but I'm willing to keep that around. In case, you know, I run out of magicka. Willing to give that a try. Am I going for ebony armor? I'd be willing to equip Daedric. I'm not particularly picky on that front. Ebony, Orcish, Daedric, the best stuff. Weight, encumbrance isn't a concern for this character, and I don't have like a stylistic idea in mind of keeping him more agile by restricting his colors. Besides, I think red would really suit him. Got like a red and green coloration going. Let's strip off the armor. Show what we got going here for the vibe. The purple loincloth kind of clashes, but it happens. We got like a little sash there. We have a formal cloak. Looks pretty good. Oops. Yeah, I'm not too interested in the hood for the formal cloak. Not for this character, anyway. Let's rest at the tavern, as I said I would. We're just gonna let a bunch of time pass. Mercantile skill went up from all the identifying I did. Whoop-de-doo. Stealth, archery, and critical strike. Neat. My spellcasting was definitely faster in Daggerfall Classic. Just hold that button down and away we went. I don't even have that many spell points for this character. Well, I say not that many. He has 3 times intelligence and spell points. This would be better if I did it at the Fighters Guild. So I can get some training in while I'm doing this. So after this rest cycle, we'll go to the Fighters Guild. It's a little bit of extra work, but I have the fucking cash. Lord knows I have the cash. I haven't been to the bank in a while. How much gold am I carrying around? Yeah. Yeah, I'm carrying around a few gold pieces. Fighters Guild, however, is some distance. Well, that's okay, because we have our jumping horse. Open is typically not a spell you cast on yourself, but all the other quirks of that spell has it so that there's an open effect on that spell. I wanted a spell that trained Restoration, Alteration, and Mysticism. The jumping effect on that spell is for Alteration. I suppose I could sell some shit, too. Let's go to that place. Yeah, the jumping's for Alteration, the open's for Mysticism, and the probably like a heal fatigue effect that I have on it is for Restoration. We sell shit here because it's a Sturdy Shells place. It's not a Rusty Relics place. Not the best bang for your buck, but it's the best place I could find here in the city. And I don't care that much about training the Mercantile skill because money just keeps being vomited at us anyway. Like I said, we're going to stop picking up this less useless shit, and we'll have a quality control on what I pick up. We'll have to fucking hit up the bank. Woo. There we go. Ta-da! I'm paid with a letter of credit. Damn right I was paid with a letter of credit. That's a different dialogue, though, letting you know that you've been paid with a letter of credit. Instead of just, you know, realizing it. That way, all that extra gold isn't taking up a weight in my inventory. We'll hold on to this for the time being, though. Except for the Fighters Guild. Just a pogo stick with a horse head. I like it. Oops, a little bit south. Howdy. How's the weapon doing? Still new. I did just get it, though, in that dungeon, so it's understandable why it's just new. Hooray! More profitable work assignments, cheaper repairs. Fighters Guild is just the place that it's, like, useful to be a member of, but it's not useful to rank up in. Cheaper repairs? Okay. I'm gonna keep training Critical Strike until I max that out, and then I'm gonna start working on Archery. We're not too far from maxing out Critical Strike, as far as the trainer can take us anyway. And then we'll improve Archery. That'll also work on leveling us up, too. Remember, it's all of your primary skills, your top 2 major skills, and then your top minor skill. For me, that's Restoration, where it is right now. I'd factor in for the leveling. Bury me with my money. Again, this is a less than interesting part, I'm aware. I'm just here to kill time. It happens sometimes. It'll happen in the main quest stuff, which we're not going to get to for this stream, and probably not the next stream as well that I do of this. Just here to pass time. In a more productive way than just traveling across the countryside. I just don't feel like doing any more temple quests right now either, and I'm waiting on doing more night quests. My level ups are a bit slower than, well, many of my other characters have been in Daggerfall through my life, as I do like to have that skill advancement dagger super low as it can go. And this one's above average. Though I don't know how much the reflexes setting adjusts it. It does definitely adjust it, and we're on very high reflexes. Well, speeds haven't been too bad. One of the characters was the last one I did, Molasses, where the skill advancement dagger was stupid high. Yeah, well, I can't remember. Or was it Storm Bowl that I did, that the skill advancement dagger was super high? Something else worth noting, I haven't tried to cheese into any, like, shops at night to steal things. And part of the reason why I haven't done that, or haven't tried to do that, is because that's fixed. External doors have, like, a lock rating. I don't think it goes up as high as the lock ratings you can find in dungeons, but they do have a lock rating. So chance to open does matter. Fucking Storm Bowl run. Probably the least interesting of the varying, like, flavor runs I've done. Just went too much against, like, my idea of how I played Daggerfall. Sometimes without even thinking about it, Jimone. Though, hey, my etiquette skill, last stream did pacify an archer, so... that pacifist run's still on the fucking table, I guess, or the idea of it. How far along have we come? It's 66%. Am I going broke? Not really. I still have another 26 grand in the fucking bank. Aggressively pacifist? I get asked on occasion why I don't cast, like, Spell X, or have I considered casting Spell Y. Though the spells come to mind, and, I don't like doing those. You don't get the kills, so you can't loot the body if they fucking vanish. And if you disappear your quest target, that doesn't count as a quest completion. Banish Daedra. Whoopsie doodle. Banish Undead. Whoopsie doodle. Normally have enough trouble with shit falling to the fucking void. I don't need to do that to myself. Back whenever I was younger, I really cared a whole lot for my, like, casting classes about having, like, super maxed int. Like, I would do, like, 75 base int for the class, and then I would roll and try to finagle it so that, you know, I had 14 base points, intelligence ended up being pretty high, and then I'd fucking end up with, I don't know, fucking, like, 99 int or whatever, like, coming in, like, rolling in with level 1. These days, I just see that as fucking excessive. Like, even if I have, like, a character that does a lot of casting, I'm admittedly not an offensive magic caster. I haven't rolled with one of those for a while, but for all my utility shit, just train some spell levels, and... I remember the first time I thought about making, like, training spells whenever I was a kid. Thought I fucking hacked reality. I was like, oh my god, I could just sleep here at the tavern and level up? What the fuck? The pacifist run is non-existent, so any thoughts or theoreticals about it are also non-existent. Closest I've come to that was Storm Bowl, and I'm pretty sure I intend that to be the case. I think Gavin, I can't remember the specifics of the run that he linked on his Twitter. I took a brief look at it. I didn't invest too much time into it. That's something I plan on looking back on later. Someone starting like a Daggerfall Unity run, looking to explore like the Archaeologist skill, and having some very stringent conducts on what they were doing. Also had like a number of mods installed. I do plan on taking a look at that later. I don't know, what's the roughest conduct run I've done of all the conduct runs? It's probably the no magic shit, huh? Which run was it that I strictly relied on the School of Julianos for, like, magic item making? I can't remember. Was it Stormbolt? It was Stormbolt because of how much I hated magic. And so only just briefly joined the Mages Guild to, like, make spells and then never did anything with them. And I did the School of Julianus. I think that was Stormbolt. There's a run where I showed off, like, potion stuff, too, but I really don't care about making potions in this game. It doesn't interest me. Buying potions, that's one thing, but making them, whatever. Whole ingredient thing just doesn't do anything for me. There was also the no jazz run for sure. Closest I came to that theme was, of course, what ended up being my most popular of the runs, despite the significant time gap between, like, the initial episodes and then later on, and that was Ursilia Melkor the Linguist. God, I remember how that started off. Fucking trying to shoot giants down a hallway with, like, a terrible archery skill. She started off pretty rough. She had a lot of work to do to improve. Time Lord was definitely not the most difficult run. It was certainly quirky, though. I think I'll give this one more in-game day, and I'll check the knights out. If they still haven't... Ah, damn, only 4 ability points this time. Whatever. Let's see, now that I'm capped out on speed, what do I feel like doing? Like, I'm improving attributes with no, like, idea in mind for the theme. I think that's just a class, but then, like, once you get to the nuts and bolts of it, you improve with whatever's useful for you, and speed most certainly is. I'm not too interested in strength. Like, it takes a long time to get some gains for that. It does, like, a minor, like, weigh-in for, like, your fatigue, but it's basically, like, every 10 levels of that. And we also have the, our beautiful loincloth there, which is inflating that pretty heavily. Intelligence, I have enough spell points. I'm great with that. Willpower, sure. I'm leaning actually towards agility or endurance. Perception is a neat idea to take that up higher, but perception, personality, it doesn't fucking matter. It doesn't matter. Personality doesn't matter. And luck, I'm kind of ambivalent about it. Let's do endurance. Sure. I like the idea of agility, maybe for, like, hitting easier, but I'll just get better quality gear. Let's do endurance. Enjoy that fatigue ticking up, yeah. Huh, I suppose every point of strength does add to fatigue as well. Yeah, how about that? 142 out of 122, my immersion! It's because of my magic item adding to that. That also adds to my encumbrance for looting, but unnecessary. Let's get some more endurance and maybe I could be more resistant towards all these diseases and poisons coming my way. Yeah, once Ursilia picked up steam, like, once she actually got, like, those skills beneath her, she kicked ass. As is the case with this game. Unless you really, like, have stringent, like, conducts, like... Imagine playing the default mage class in this game. You have, like, 2 times your intelligence and spell points, and among your numerous, like, disadvantages is, like, you have, like, a 4 hit points, a max HP of 4 per level. So, you're getting 2 to 4 plus your endurance, provided that's a positive modifier. Good lord! Compare that with, like, the warrior, I think who's maybe, like, a 15 or a 20... like the barbarian, who's like a 25. Again, these are like talking about the base classes. I, of course, silly business historical reenactor, have a max of 30. Level 9, I have 254 max hit points. And you can see how valuable that is. It allows for lazier gameplay instead of running like shield or like spell resistances or like absorptions all the time. By the way, that ring hasn't done much of any good for me against those Nightblades, but considering how much damage they were dealing to me, like just having like a huge massive hit points there is very like comforting. I've shown off though characters that have over 300 plus hit points and still just get like walloped down. Are there any big gameplay differences? Gosh. Other than just, like, the stability itself, I've talked about, like, wandering monster, like, spawns and how frequent they are. Like, interior, like, maps for, like, dungeons are also pretty significant, as chat ruled in my last stream, and I like the clarification, like, how they described it so much less worse. Movement in 3 dimensions, like if you're levitating or what have you, is far more convenient to do. You don't have to use the page up or page down keys or whatever you have them mapped to. You can just sort of like look in a direction and go. There's that. Don't have to worry so much about your quest targets fading into the void. That's pretty nice. Magic items, the ones that are like just like cast when held, aren't cast like constantly being like cast every 7 or 8 hours, so it's not degrading in condition. So there's that. I need to let a little bit more time pass. I shouldn't have walked out here. All the quest people vanished. Oh no! Not the quest people, but you know, various members of the Fighters Guild. It's fine. Spell's so cheap now. As low as it can go. 5. But like, if you're like new, and you're like thinking about maybe like playing Daggerfall, I had this conversation. This is the reason why I played Daggerfall today, with Chaos Mole, who's a broadcaster on Mixer, who wanted to ask me about my Daggerfall knowledge and about Daggerfall Unity. Like, if you're just like coming into Daggerfall, the setup and installation for Daggerfall Unity is much easier than fiddling with the settings of DOSBox. Obviously, like, the most convenient install package is the one that Ancestral Ghost used to maintain for Daggerfall, which you can get linked to from the unofficial Elder Scrolls wiki, but even then you want to tailor, like, DOSBox for your particular system. I have, like, my own config that I use to run Daggerfall that I've sent to people before. I'm pretty sure I've even linked that in video descriptions before. But Daggerfall Unity, pretty much just, like, chops out that process. Just runs out of the box. Which is, pretty damn convenient for folks. I'd be hard-pressed to make an argument for why, like, you would play classic Daggerfall over Unity if you didn't like the features of Unity and couldn't turn them off. Or if there was something in Daggerfall you really missed that you're not getting in Unity. Like Bob Page. Everyone misses Bob Page, right? Where was my thought process? Fucking making bad decisions. What the hell is wrong with you? Yeah, like, if you're a classicist who's really, like, into old hardware stuff, and, like, a purity thing, and, DOSBox emulator is purer to you than this recreation of Daggerfall, I can understand that. It's 1 minute away. Motherfucker. Just give me a damn quest. Sure. A group of renegade mages even worse than the necromancers. Some time will pass while I go to the hell that is a dungeon. Recall down to only 42 spell points now. Nifty. You might not really care for the monster spawn rates that currently exist in Daggerfall Unity. How asinine they are. I certainly don't. Also, this damn, like, dungeon exterior that has 97 fucking doors that all lead to the same place. Amuses me. Off to a really shitty start with this module. I already dislike this dungeon. Oh, you can... Oh, my... Also, I forgot to visit the bank again. Son of a bitch. Oh, well. It's fine. Not like I'm looting much anyway. We got some carrying capacity. Also, that beautiful meteoric speed of 100. You can so tell the difference. It's so beautiful. Got your fucking advanced AI right here, you bastards. Oh. I still won't equip it. I'd rather have the mithril than adamantium. But damn it, I have it. Now that will equip. We're finding better stuff now that we have a higher level. Level 9. We're encountering... keep in mind that... Oh yeah, right, it's mithril in both hands. I like to preserve my weapon durability by swapping out when it comes to the doors, that's why I do that. Where was I? Keep in mind that... Well, I lost my train of thought there, and it doesn't fucking matter what I was supposed to keep in mind. Let's turn off the air conditioner so I can stop using push-to-talk. Alright, we're done with this section. Obviously, we're not done with the elevator part, though. I tell you what, we'll just fucking stay on this side of the entrance. We'll go do the elevator part. Uh-oh. Hey! Nice. Nice! Alright. First time this has happened in Daggerfall Unity. I'm stuck. Beautiful. Alright. Let's see if I can use any of my patented strategies to unstick myself. If I levitate. Okay, I can't even move from this spot. Point at the floor, open a console, and type teleport. What the hell is wrong with you? Enjoy the moment. Fucking open the console and fix things. Enjoy it. Enjoy that we're here and stuck in reality. Oh no, game's perfectly stable. Couldn't possibly get tired of people fucking messaging me over the years, sucking this fucking Daggerfall Unity's dick. Oh, it's so wonderful and beautiful and fucking majestic. I don't see why you'd play the normal classic baby DOSBox Daggerfall. Why not play Daggerfall Unity? Look at all the amazing cool features. Look at the gifts and the spells. The void doesn't exist. It's not fucking existent. Nom 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 nom. Feature complete. What says feature complete? Like this right here. This enemy's like, what the fuck? I'll finagle myself out of this in a moment. I'm just really enjoying this. Alright. Let's do our first console command, everyone. After we do help, what can I do with the console? This is my, I haven't opened up the console before. We can add some artifacts, and some pop-up text, and spell books. We can disease ourselves. Dumb things. Get all quest items. And set guild ranks and join automatically. Kill any enemies currently in scene. Stop levitating. Do map stuff. Oh, we can hide entire maps. Target mode. Open doors. Play specified things. We can poison ourselves. Reroll max health. Rent legal rep. Set gravity. Jump speed. Movement, run. Walk, weather. Suicide. Toggle AI on or off. NPCs know everything and do not run out of answers. How you can teleport to your quest item or quest spawns. God mode recommended when you teleport to whatever you're looking at. Vampiric things. Okay. Tell me more about this God mode. It wasn't GOD. Wasn't where I expected it would be. We probably don't need it. We're fine. Teleport. I can do that. Suppose it is. Behold! My infinite power! I will train up all of the dodge. You cannot stop me! Mom, you keep hitting me. Alright. Great. Oh, only one hit that time. Not bad. Howdy. How's it going? Have you seen an orc around here, Mr. Healer, sir? Another mithril left pauldron. I wouldn't mind like a torso piece of high quality. Still fucking rocking around with an iron cuirass. Hello, enemy. You're not the orc I'm looking for. Don't confuse us. Lord knows I don't need that kind of confusion in my life. Beyond my skills? I'll show you my skills. Howdy. If you're new to the game, I do recommend making someone that instead of like fiddling with magic shit, to make someone who is combat capable. That's not something that I really understood whenever I was a kid. And when you're looking to increase stuff, strength sure is nice, and agility is nice, and All these other things are nice, endurance, but, like, some of the benefits they provide you are at every tens. Like, I know I could equip that buckler in my left-hand weapon slot and actually get the benefit of shield, I just don't feel like it with this character. But speed really makes a difference. You can cast spells to fortify the other things. You're like, why don't I just cast a spell to fortify speed? No. You always want the speed. You always want the speed. I did the molasses run for giggles, and god, that sucked. Started off with abysmal speed, and I capped myself to stay low. Oh, that was beautiful. Incredibly satisfying. Oh, the orange square is to signify the constant active effect of my loincloth here, which is orc strength, which is what is buffing my strength so damn much. It's 60, but the loincloth is giving it an extra 22 points. As long as I have that loincloth on. If I ever unequip it and re-equip it, it will randomly roll like another bonus to strength. Which could be higher, but 82 is like 2 levels higher. So I'm getting, like, higher bonuses to damage. Also, thank you, Orc Sergeant, that just spawned out of nowhere. Again, game, like, I'm in the middle of exploring a dungeon. I would appreciate you not adding new enemies while I'm exploring that dungeon. Unless I sleep? No, we're good. Again. Like, it really doesn't help me, like, discern, like, what areas I've explored and what areas I haven't. Also, something I don't recommend doing, but I just do it. It's my thing. Killing this orc shaman, which unfortunately was not the orc I was looking for, but I explore haphazardly. I'll stay away from, like, teleport things unless I have to, and I typically stay away from underwater areas. It depends on the character and what kind of spell points I have, but I fling myself into the damn ether. Dang, you fling yourself into the ether. I don't like there's so many orcs in this dungeon with the orc I'm looking for. I'd enjoy it if there was only the one orc, so I could, like, listen out for the orc sounds. This cavern module. Hi, guys. Having, like, a fucking convention here? Oh, yeah, they're having a convention. It's a lot of people up here. I've actually sustained quite a bit of damage. Keep in mind, I've said this before, but I will remind you, folks, that human enemies scale in level with you. Well, that does mean that their stuff scales in level with you. Their hit points, their damage also scale. And that's really apparent with magic casters. I prefer to carry, like, weapons over armor, but I came in with so much, like, encumbrance to begin with, I'm just not going to bother with that. This goes back into, like, what I said about one thing about Daggerfall Unity, is how crammed these rooms end up being. Also, good God, I lost a ton of health from that! What the fuck?! Alright. Huh. Sure. Why not, right? Let me go find a place to sleep, because what the fuck, that fall? Or I can just do that. Save. No, but seriously, what the fuck, that fall? Calm the fuck down, Daggerfall Unity. Hey, I think you're it. Good. I was hoping, by checking the quest location here, I would find you. And I did. Hello, Ebony Flail. I'd be willing to throw some gold down. Warlord's dead. I'm in charge now. Okay. Okay. This is what I mean. Game getting a little crazy there. All the orcs are dead. Every single one. It's a story of the truth inside me. Howdy. I am truly a worthy member of the Order. Fuckers need to promote me. Don't make me just randomly haphazardly pass time. I'll do it. Again, I have a room forever. So the humanoid enemies that you encounter are your primary check and balance against constantly leveling. But if you can handle and survive and endure them just fine, you can harvest the fruits of your labor. I say to level up as much as you want in this game. Your heart's content. You'll generally benefit more from the levels. Depends on your character, though, and what your skills are. What the hell you've been leveling. If you don't have a combat-capable character, then you probably shouldn't crazily level like a fiend. Let's go to the fucking bank. Yep, as was just noted there in chat. You have too much gold on hand. Howdy. Yeah, I'm carrying a few gold pieces. I'm gonna be carrying some more, too, because I'm gonna sell some shit. Although, I mean, it might buy some things, so who knows. I don't think anything of merit's gonna be worth found here in this store. That's one thing I would say about Anticlear City. There's no super high quality places. Worth note. Like the weaponsmith and the armor here in the town center are both of average quality, which... Mithril broadsword. We'll buy some more arrows. We'll pretend like those will be useful, but secretly we know the truth. They'll end up all being squandered in some form or fashion, and I'll curse the game. Oh, Dwarven Gauntlets, how I'd like to wear you. Neat. Yeah, I'd rather have the Mithril. I guess. Hello. Mithril's the highest quality material you need to fight anything in the game. It's nice like that. Poke our heads into the better quality general store, just to see what's here. Don't feel like checking the shelves upstairs, but I'll check these. Adamantium broadsword. 4 to 15. Our swords are better. Yeah, that's why I'm keeping the mithril. As opposed to the adamantium two-hander. Guess I'll do another temple quest. I don't feel like hanging around here and continuing to train. I also don't just feel like randomly running around and passing time. I guess I could get cracking at some main quest stuff. Really didn't feel like embarking on that this stream, but if I want to string along the promotions. So what I'm doing is at every new rank in a knightly order, you qualify for a new armor piece. It's supposed to be one armor piece, but the last time we ranked up, we got an entire set of armor. Now, I don't know whether this is true in Daggerfall Unity or not, but in Classic Daggerfall, you'll want to string the ranks along so that you only get one rank up at a time, if you care about getting the free armor. Because if you multi-rank up at one, time, you won't get all those pieces of armor. You'll only get one piece of armor. So I'm dragging my feet for a promotion, and not doing as many quests for the knightly order as I could, but you only qualify for a rank up every 28 days, and that's assuming that you have the reputation and the fucking skill levels required. Oh, sweet, yeah! Well, I mean, wait a second. If my rank up timer passed for that, then surely it's passed for the knightly order, too. Grimith is suspicious. I have everything I require. Yeah, I'm at 25 rep. Squire, I should be the next rank above that, and the skills that I have... Grimith narrows his eyes now as he's thinking of the various skills of... Well, etiquette would qualify. And Longblade. What the hell? There we go. Hooray! A new piece of armor. We're now a gallant. Awesome. Silver everything. I'll take the cuirass. It's definitely what I want. Finally get rid of that iron cuirass. I choose this one. And I didn't get an entire suit that time, only the one piece. There we go. Looking a little better. Silver with iron gauntlets and mithril pauldrons. Finally got that dented iron gone. Oh, excuse me, I have push to talk on and I decided for whatever reason to broadcast that yawn. You're welcome. I'll stream for a bit longer. Maybe an hour or so. Don't know. Whenever. I guess. Let's do some more stuff for the Knightly Order. What's my next upgrade? Well, as I noted, Mithril will hit anything, but Ebony stuff, Orcish stuff, Daedric stuff. I prefer a two-hander, because I just would. Because I don't plan on using a shield, and this whole, like, hot swapping thing just doesn't really do it for me. Yeah, I'm able to rescue a princess now. I can fight a vampire. He says, like, rolling his eyes up to look at the ceiling, contemplating whether he wants to create a few more spells before he does that. Tower Woodton. May Dibella, the goddess of beauty. Well, I suppose she does do both etiquette and longblade, so what the hell, why not? Let's hit up the Mage's Guild before I go. Do you have any new magic items for me to buy? You do, but... Casual Cloak of Fortitude? It's gonna look a little jank with my formal cloak, but that benefit is to the extent that I am not willing to pass that up. But I don't think I have the gold on hand to buy that. I do not. Damn it! Put it all in the bank and I didn't sell my shit. Hold on, timeout. I don't have the gold on hand to make the spells I want to make anyway, so that's what I get for putting all the gold in the bank before I do my shit. But then I might not have put the gold in the bank. At least carry around a letter of credit. I didn't have to deposit the damn letter of credit I had. But I did. Letter of credits take a slight fee to create, but if you sell enough shit in a store and you can't carry all of your earnings, they'll give you a letter of credit. Heading here because I'll get the best rates here in town. There, that should be sufficient cash. But if it wasn't, on the off chance it wasn't, on the off chance it wasn't, yep, we're good on money, folks. Oh. I think it's like a small percentage. I don't know. 1%, 5%? Might also just be 100 gold. I can't recall. How is the Unity port? It's alright. I'd recommend this to folks who aren't too familiar with Daggerfall. Looking to try it. Easier to set up. Broad feature parity with classic Daggerfall. Some quirks and differences to it. Nothing I could just generically answer for you right off the top of my head. It's been conveyed over the course of the stream. Chat can help you on that front. What was I here for? Right. Lost my train of thought. You're training guy. You're a closet. Or make spells person. Great. Yes, I was also gonna make a run for that casual cloak. See, I'm already using that on the fuck you spider spell, so I don't want to use that again. I'm using that, I think. I suppose I could use that. Let's just have a different effect. Let's say have it be... this. It's a bit too pricey for this character. It's a bit too pricey. I'd have to increase abjuration a hell of a lot more. Even if I just did like that, that's horrifically low chance. Horrifically low chance. Obviously, increasing it like that doesn't fiddle with chance as much as that, but... Alright, I can't do that. What if I did my own spell absorption without relying on the ring? That's gonna be a worse issue. What about... Oh, no, hold on. Hold on. I like that. I'd have to make that much cheaper, though. Every level will get an extra 5% on the chance. I'm level 9 right now. That's pretty solid. Duration would be pretty lengthy. Like, that would take me through a great number of fights. I'm actually going to buy that as is. It's spell absorption, though, so I need to rename it, of course, and we'll give it some sort of crazy effect, like... there. Yeah, fine. What about spell resistance? Target resists incoming spells. Rounds target will resist spells. Hurdle there is just the price. I'd rather increase chance per level than have a flat chance. And I want the duration to be meaningful, or else why the fuck bother casting it? Let me look at what the spell seller like has. Obviously it's not you, but while I'm here, let me grab the thing that I want from you. Alright, we ended up with 94 endurance. I don't see a reason why to fucking unequip that. As a matter of fact, I know I was increasing endurance with those 2 ability points, and I think I'm just gonna not for the rest of the time. I think we can just have that. That's fine by me. Looks a little jank, but I'll get over it. At least it's red on red, so that one casual cloak we had that was green. The jank isn't so apparent when it's the red casual cloak and formal cloak. So I guess I'll put my points into... I don't know. I am thinking personality for whatever stupid fucking reason. I'll probably put in personality for whatever stupid fucking reason. Where are you, spell by man? You're probably upstairs. No way, you're up here. Down here, right. Okay, spell... Shalador's Mirror would be... I couldn't cast that even with 100 intelligence. That's 35 plus 1 per level, huh? That's their example of that. Well, that would be the reason why. Gameplay reason why. Alright, let's see here. Like, your background is your background, but, like, your class isn't really pertaining to, like, what you have to become. Keep in mind, like, a Blades in the Dark mentality. Like, you have a playbook, and you have, like, your background, like, of who you were. And that can shape who you become. But at no real point in this character's life since he crashed in Privateer's Hold has a personality had to fucking carry the day. I'm sure that all the skeleton warriors he's had conversations with, all the like, if I was continuing to be a, you know, historical reenactor. But I'm not reenacting history, I'm making history. It's who I was, not who I will become, who I will be. What's their example for spell reflection? 10 plus 5 per level, and they have the duration left in the onesies. And theirs is 25 plus 2 per level, the spell resistance. Spell shield is 50 plus 2 per one. Let me think about what I want to do here. I'm not just gonna have to increase alteration. The resistance, I think, is dependent on both alteration and thaumaturgy, but I think the reflection and shield is outright thaumaturgy. Well, no. Spell resistance. Alteration and thaumaturgy. But spell reflection... You know, let me look it up. Let's see. Magic spell effects. Absorbing spells is restoration. Okay. This shit I'm gonna need thaumaturgy for, and I have not been emphasizing thaumaturgy. Oh no, I have not been emphasizing thaumaturgy. And the cheapest thaumaturgy training spell I have is... my Argonian Privilege. Because for whatever reason, I decided to add a light effect to that because I wanted to train up fucking illusion, even though I never use that in my games. Like an idiot. I'd always just make a cheaper training thing for that. Or I could just be stubborn and not. Let me look at some other stuff. If I just make an outright shield. We'll have it there, and we want the shield to pack an oomph with its damage absorption, so an extra 10 per level. Okay, we can do that. It's going to give me 91 points of damage absorption. Combine that with my hit points, that's really damn sturdy. That's going to get better as my alteration goes up. And the cost will get lower as my... as my alteration goes up. No interesting name for this, we'll just call it, change my mind. No you there. The Blade of Armor. I could sort this, but have it from Classic Daggerfall where I don't bother sorting it because it'll randomly reassemble them anyway, even though that's not true for Unity, as I've been told. Just, it amuses me. You can see the order in which I created things, my priorities. Gonna have so many damn spell effects up there in the top left corner. Well, not too damn many. So, a shield spell, for nothing else, for it, fighting the vampire. And then an absorb, which is probably performs better than my ring does. I don't know how effective the ring is at it. Whatever. I'm gonna say that's good enough. Let's hit up the bank again. I'll just deposit my money this time, instead of my letter of credit. So for a game balancing thing, I think my cast when held items being able to last for perpetuity is an issue. Like, I'm not even have to worry about, like, turning on the magic item repair toggle. Me just being able to rock with this shit with no problems, that is a game balance issue, I would say. I do declare. One of the reasons why I like depositing letters of credit is that I don't have to check to see how much gold I have on hand. There, that'll do. The rest of that's a letter of credit, along with, like, what, 500 in petty cash? Let's see, I'm pretty sure I already cashed an anchor. But just in case, let me test it. Very good. No scrolling sounds as I click through to look at the quest log. Yeah, magic item decay. I can understand that not being a priority compared to, like, fuck yeah, you can do the entire quest line. So my verdict thus far, I want these numbers to stay, but I want magic item decay to be back in. I know, what a weird thing to fucking say, right? Give me magic item decay. Well, otherwise I'm just able to do what I'm doing right now and operate with much higher stat scores, and when I get to making magic items, of course, once you're able to make magic items, you can... Bustin' makes me feel good all over the fucking game anyway, right? Of course there's an enemy. Where's the enemy? Oh my! I'm not feeling like it. I've already got 100 speed. I don't want any of your other buffs, thank you. I got magic items for that. Oh yeah, yeah. You can fix magic item decay after you stop flooding my environment with fucking enemies. Oh great, I'm glad you're just now casual enemies for me. Oh, I thought... Sorry, I thought I had my push-to-talk on for running the air conditioner. Oh, you're a vampire. Oh, we're gonna be encountering casual vampires too in this dungeon? Woo, this dungeon's gonna be rough. I'm not gonna know which vampire's the right vampire. I don't know what I'm gonna do if I can track vampirism. I'll most likely get it cured. Don't intend for this to be a vampirism run. I've not done a vampirism run before in all of my recorded broadcasted series. I've stayed away from it. It took enough teeth pulling for me to do the lycanthropy run. It's just a lich. Shit, I've encountered fucking ancient vampires at level 3. Daedra Lords at level 2. Just because you don't think something should spawn in a dungeon doesn't mean Daggerfall won't fucking throw that bastard at you. But I don't actually think I have it bad at all. I've done the preparation work. I can kill vampires just fine, as I killed that one earlier. We'll be able to kill a lich fine, too. I have enough hit points to survive the nuke. The maze is huge? I understand. Alright. Well, cheer up. All you have to do is leave the dungeon. And if it's a quest, you can just take the negative hit to reputation. It's not that big of a deal. Thought I said I was going to stop picking up this crap. I need to go to an ingredients person to sell these ingredients. The only ingredient shop that I know of that's convenient in the capital city is a incense one. What are you doing encountering all that shit on the quest for him? He sends you after the soul of Prince Corrales, but that's just a normal ledge. And he's isolated. The hell are you off to? Well, yeah. Like, Castle Wayrest doesn't stock all that shit in it. Not normally. Yeah, he's just tucked away in his little cubbyhole as soon as you solve all the laser things. I checked that, and I checked that into that. Let me check to make sure. I don't want to be remiss in my exploration. I suppose I didn't go up here, so let's do it. Howdy. How's it going, Princess? I didn't need to kill that vampire, but I did it for you. Did you see that? We're leaving. What the? Oh my god. Screw it, let's just get out of here. Vampires spawned behind me. What terrors. I guess we'll have to sleep with the princess tonight, everyone. Let's go to the tavern. Not the tavern, the temple first, though. That's correct. My entire spellbook. The fuck you spiders thing is a free action thing. Which is a paralysis fix. As spiders have a tendency to paralyze you with their bites. Other enemies do too. Ghost, for example. Howdy. Alright, good. It didn't contract vampirism. Be a real shame. I suppose I can idle outside the night place for 3 hours. I wouldn't want to sleep with the princess. That'd be unseemly. There you go. I'm glad we could be officially introduced. Damn right I did a good thing. Let's have a nap at the tavern now. This tavern will do. Well, if they were inside his court area, they're not normally hostile unless provoked. The simple route to the King of Worms, well, I can't say specifically for whether Daggerfall Unity does anything with throwing enemies in the way there. What that bothers me about Unity, doesn't bother me, I'm just not used to watching peasants mill about at nighttime. But I suppose if they leave dead bodies in the street, they'll leave their peasants outside at night. Another crazed orc mercenary? Sure, whatever. Alright, yeah. Cabal of Karalara or whatever. This will be the last quest that we do for the Knight's first spell. Yeah, another week. Another weakling we'll have to murder. You feel you're being watched. No, it's 5 points. It raises your reputation by 5 points with that guild directly, raises it by +2 with positive associated factions, and you lose some rep as well with, you know, factions who are antagonistic towards that first faction. I don't see any need to cast my shield spell yet, and haven't run into anything that would require it. Hey, Atronach, how's it going? Name of the Iron Atronach being capitalized. What a time to be alive. Imps, too. In this module. What a time to be alive. Well, there are worse modules. We saw them to start this fucking dungeon. Also, why did that guy spawn behind me? No one wants you, Nightblade. Let's just close that door and pretend we never saw it. I'd rather be in this hell. Those Nightblades might not just be a random spawn. They might genuinely be friends living here, along with the Iron Atronachs and the Nymphs. Stop laughing. Nothing's funny. It's destined to be. I guess. Not used to seeing this module with shrubbery there. Interesting. Again, we'll put off going in there. I mean, our quest target could be in there. I don't know, but we'll put it off. Just a cubby room. Little cubby hole. A do 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 do. Do 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 do. In truth, I should get out of this module and into that fun place. Oh hey, Fire Atronach too. Multiples. We got Iron Atronachs, Flame Atronachs, Nymphs. Saw a few Nightblades. It's a pretty happening place. Yeah, let's be in here. I'm after an orc here? Yeah, I'm after an orc here. And I guess Nightblades are a normal part of this environment here. My levitate still costs a fucking arm and a leg. This is the part where I remind you folks not to go into this area. Don't touch the ground here. The floor is still lava. Observe. Oh hey, the floor is not that lava here. I stand corrected. Maybe it's just because I'm minorly levitating. Different traps for this area. Not too bad. Cool. Another formal cloak, I'm good. That would clash with the theme I've got going here. There's nothing there, right? Just want to make sure. Enemies. Who did it? Orc, tell me where your leader is. You're hunting an orc warlord somewhere. Flash Atronach. I am digging the theme. Back here. What the? Oh, this is the trap area? You piece of shit, Module. I hate you. No one loves you, Module. Now the floor is lava. Or at least that branch sticking out of the damn... Whatever. Doesn't matter. Right, that door. Let's, levitate again, I guess. Let me go find a place to sleep. You'll do. Maybe you won't do. A fucking day drop! It's a good thing I do have that mithril weapon. Right, I'm silenced. Day drops are mean. Well, now what? Compared to a day drop. Whatever, sorcerer. You keep being you. Do 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 do. Excuse me, have any of you seen an orc warlord? Stop laughing. Looking for single orc warlord. Must have flexible hours. Pets optional. Yeah, Tony, that guy. We're having a problem here where my levitate lasts too fucking long. I need a dispel spell. Ugh. Wasn't anticipating to end up here. Is the floor lava down here too? Well, I couldn't quite call this lava. Nymphs, please. So one thing about nymphs is that they do drain fatigue when they hit you. Keep that in mind. You might collapse unconscious and then die. Ugh. This is definitely going to be my last dungeon of the stream. Forgot this did that. Body's getting stiff, getting tired. Ah. Don't like that sound. Now this is a nothing room. Blech. Let's go into this tower and go up the stairs. Just an Atronach that was up here. Hey, Marvin. It's being new. It's doing new things. How was your Civilization 4, Marvin? Now who? At least you're not a Daedroth. Orc Sergeant. I hear ya. Fucking orc spawns behind me in the little cubbyhole where nothing should be. As one does. Ah, enjoying Augustus. I do love me some marble. Alright, I need to stop fucking around with this module. He says as he keeps fucking around with this module. Just enjoying the aesthetic. Thank you. Any of you looking for it? Know where an orc warlord is? He's got frills on his head. It matters. It makes a difference. Let's backtrack to the last module. I don't hate doors. I'm just in my way. I'm a businessman. I got places to go. You know, business. Any other way I feel like going in this module? I don't think so. Yeah, let's get the fuck out of here. Don't you be opening random strange doors at me. I see you down here. You know what? I'll get rid of you too. I'm not used to fighting enemies at that angle. It looked kind of weird. Not funny. Alright, let's fling myself back into this module. Where I deserve to be. So, this place. Yep, it was fun. Pretty much dead-ended on itself. So, that's good. Glad we got that taken care of. Now we can come back here to what really matters. This hell. We already know this route. Come here. Should be a grizzly bear sitting right there. There's 6 digits on its paw. Worth a good rant. For those not in the know who don't get it, once upon a time, I was on a quest for the Fighters Guild to hunt a werewolf or wereboar of some kind. And, the target ended up being a grizzly bear. A grizzly bear was in that specific cubbyhole that I just revealed. Oh. Well, fuck you, spiders. Yes. Another very important detail. Oh, no. Ah, the skull teleporter thing. I clicked on that without saving. Now we're in this reality. Alright, at least that's safe. Just a skull flinging me through the ether. Not that big of a deal. One of the main quest dungeons has a skull that does that. I don't know why I care about opening this door into a cubbyhole that maybe has a treasure pile in it. Let's switch the... Oh, I was using the weapon in my left hand. That's the weaker weapon. I was using the rapier. Hell, I was shortchanging myself. Let's go back to it. That takes us back here. Great. Mentioned last stream and over the course of all the other streams that I do not like this module, as is the case for many others. Now I gotta find that place that I was exploring before I clicked on that damn skull. Got sent to a place I did not want to be. Well, I'm backtracking. Back to the dead end, so that counts for something, right? Damn it, Grimith. How did you know? Don't form shame me, Baka. I guess we'll just explore this way. Dead end. Should be a dead end over on this side. Ah, that doesn't get old. Huh. I'm not even in the void this time. Alright, that's the second time we've gotten stuck today in this stream. Compared to all the 0 times we got stuck last stream. Oh well. This is the point in time where I lament about not just being able to zoom in and have things vanish. You can press F2 to make it so that just your layer appears. It's not the same, he says, crying and sobbing profusely. Was that a dead end? I suppose I should go investigate that. Hi. Dead end area. I'm getting tired and frazzled at this point. Worn down, low on energy. This dungeon is definitely going to be the last one, and you know, I might not even finish it. Depends on my mood. And how asinine the dungeon wants to be. But it doesn't help when I run around like a fucking idiot. The F2 method doesn't work so well in a module like this that constantly changes in elevation. And zooming in, unfortunately, doesn't make those areas appear. You can use middle mouse button to make things fade out more and more, but I don't like how this is depicted. It's really hard to see in that situation. Whereas in classic Daggerfall, I could just zoom in and make these these other layers disappear. And I can't effectively use this angle to solve my needs in life. You might be like, well, why the fuck can't you? It rotates, Grimith. I'm like, I know it rotates. Doesn't mean I can effectively use the sumbitch. What the? What? How does that terminate like that? Okay, there's the door. Want to get back to that area, that place. Ha 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 ha. Being able to rotate this in 3 dimensions and even set different pivot points is a reasonable enough compensation. There was the secret fucking door there. We're on the right track. Poke my head into that dead end just to say that I saw it. That will go to nowhere meaningful. Yep, we're just gonna head straight ahead and turn here. Now we're back here. Let's go this way this time. Big fan of all these ramps with nothing on them, I guess. Just an empty and desolate area of the dungeon. Good. Wonderful. Glad we were here. Totally a valid expenditure of my time. Dead end area. Take this route this time. There we go. Hello. Thank you. Appreciate it. That was fun. Well, we had that nice little stroll. I'm fucking done now. Could have been worse. That was a pretty alright dungeon. Bunch of enemy types we haven't seen thus far in Daggerfall Unity. The giggling of the nymphs. Aggravating module to start us off in, but, it happens. I guess I'll have to go sleep, or the damn nights will open. Going the wrong way if I want to get to a tavern. I find myself getting turned around more in this game. I think it's due to how the 3D mapping works. So I have no fucking excuse for town. Stealth skill up. Yeah. Man, it's a bright day. Fucking harsh on the terrain. That's right. Truly a worthy member. Thank you. All these holy daggers and tomes, that's so good. Yum, 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 yum. All that money. Sweet, delicious money. Good chunk of the way to level 10. We're not too far from having more levels than we'd need to complete the entire main quest line. That was one of the problems. If it was the molasses run that I did last that had such a high skill advancement dagger, it took a fucking coon's age to get the requisite levels to do all the main quest line. That's typically not a problem for me in my runs, though. A, because I keep the skill advancement dagger low, and B, because I dawdle a little bit at least before I embark on the main quest. Once I get cracking on the main quest, I typically just crush it all the way through. Howdy! I know I just put that stuff in my wagon, but now it gets to be yours. You can have it. Cherish it always. I needed some more gold to carry around. The character has certainly become an Argonian of considerable means, and be able to buy his own theater and theater troupe. At this rate. $104,780 gold in the bank, 500 in petty cash, and the rest of that a letter of credit in the inventory. Ships, of course, cost a bundle, as do houses, but I mean, we'll get a house for free. Now, if there's only one lot here in the city, then my goodness, won't have to worry about having a hard time finding our house that we'll buy. Because that matters. Chanticleer City leaves, you know, it's not an epic, wondrous city. Not amazingly wonderful and uber-glorious stores. This is, I'm sure, the biggest city in the damn province. I can always take a look at the wiki to see, like, the other, like, prominent cities without... And that's without, of course, like, eyeballing it. You can eyeball the city colors. You want to go to, like, the lighter squares? That'll be, like, the bigger cities. I can look up where, like, prominent stores are on the wiki. See what they can tell me about Chanticleer. I'd look for some nice, sweet shops. But worst case, when we travel, we'll go to Sentinel. There's that whole, like, block of prominent stores that, probably have the goods. We'll just have to make sure we have the cash. Pango Pongo wrote in chat earlier that ships apparently have an issue being worked on. This particular version. Yeah, just wanted to hang out and spend some time in a province. I can't really spend time in, other than when I was younger. Just fucking borrowing money from the bank and peacing out. I reckon you might spend more time in these areas if you were pursuing a vampire bloodline, because the bloodlines are... This looks like a Thieves Guild place. The various vampire bloodlines are scattered around, like, the map regions, with various, like, bloodlines, like, holding sway over particular regions. So if you get bit in Daggerfall, you most likely end up with a different bloodline than you would in Albigora, or Albiongora, or whatever the fuck, however that's pronounced. So, it takes care of the second stream. As I noted, much shorter one. We end up with level 9, making progress still along our affiliations. We'll leave questing alone for Knights of Flame for some time. We'll get cracking probably more on Temple of Mara stuff. I'll try to make a point to see, like, different quest stuff that I haven't done. I just do not want to do ingredient fetching. It's so... like... it's such a trope in fucking role-playing games and action role-playing games in general that I'm just so thoroughly disenchanted with it. And even if it ends up turning out better than it does in classic Daggerfall, just... I'm so not into ingredient fetching. Give me the superlatively fresh, mummy-wrapping Saint Hair's, basilisk blood, 17 racks of boar ribs, 14 lizard eyes, The scale of a feathered serpent freely given. A hellhound pelt. 2 all beef patties, special sauce, lettuce, cheese. But instead of coleslaw, I'd like that more fries substituted, and I don't want a Coke, but I want a vanilla milkshake. I'm enjoying this though. It's pretty alright. We had some glitches occur today. Could shove that in the faces of all the damn viewers trying to tell me to play this fucking game, or the defenders of Daggerfall Unity's virtue and honor. Perfectly stable, there's no void. I know there is. We haven't spent too much time outdoors. We spent a lot of time dungeon crawling, so you haven't been able to admire the view distance too well. Let's get up here on top of the Mages Guild. Our draw distance, which... admire that. This nice sunny day here in, like, harvest season. I think first seed, we're near the tail end of that, is, like, harvest time. You can tell by, like, the colorations of some of the trees. Next time, as noted, we'll continue to pursue our quest stuff in Anaclear. We might delve into main quest stuff. It depends on whether I want to take a break. There's also Mages Guild stuff that I want to do as well, but I got the reputation for that, and we can easily rake in reputation for that just by doing that simple guard mission. We'll get magic items to boot, too. That's not going to be an issue at all. We already got 63 reputation for that. I'm pretty sure that's going to be enough for me to qualify for the rank of making magic items. And we're certainly accumulating the stocks of gold to make magic items. And since magic item decay is not a thing, oh my goodness. Gonna have a lot of fun. I don't think skill levels are going to be a cap either. We're pretty solid on these 3. Really, these skills definitely could have stood to be more optimal, but it was not chosen with that in mind. For fuck's sakes, I put etiquette as my #1 skill. Longblade, by the very nature of how I play the game, has ended up the highest. Surprisingly, running and jumping haven't ended up super high for me. Jumping has ended up even being higher than running. I'm used to those skyrocketing through the roof running skill over 100%. Not much of the way of backstabbing either. I suppose my skill development's being slowed down in part due to where I have the skill advancement dagger. Alright. A little bit of the flavoring for the goals I want to accomplish for this character. And, speed set to 100. I did fling those 2 ability points in endurance, but again, since I now have apparently this cloak of awesome uberness, I guess I could unequip it since my now magic item decay is not a thing. But I mean, come on. You want magic item decay, you have to apparently go back to Classic Daggerfall. Or wait. Bethesda knew what they were doing with game balance. Who the fuck is Gavin thinking? Ugh. Disgusting. Alright. You know, it's been a while since I've done any murder hoboing. Sometimes in broadcast with murder hoboing and hearing some halts come after me. We haven't heard any halts at all. In both our streams we've done of this game. I guess instead of ending with the view, I assaulted the guard. Halt!
Halt!
Halt! Halt! Oh! I can't jump right now because slow fall's on. Note to self, try to remember to make Dispel spell for next stream. Or during next stream, I'm gonna fucking forget. It's gonna happen. I'll join the Dark Brotherhood for sure at this rate. Let's build up a nice central mass here. Why don't we head for the town center? These guys might get lost, but I'm gonna trust in the advanced pathfinding of the AI here. Let's get a big old meaty mass and have some fun with it, yeah? I'm just a common citizen. No one would mistake a prominent Knight of the Flame for doing all this. Yep, you've entered the end of the broadcast, Jonesman. I've made my final save for the stream, and we're just having some funsies. So I've lost all the guards. They actually haven't been able to keep up with me. I guess that's not a surprise. And more are not coming out of the woodwork. Oh, here we go. They're starting to stream in now. Only 3 of you? Come on, guys. What is this? You think you can fucking catch me? My horse leaps. Really hard to hit peasants when you're on a horse. Come on, guys. Come on. Alright. What the fuck will you do about my levitating horse, assholes? What's your game plan? What's the move? You're trying to hunt down a fucking wizard. He floats away from you. Your strategy is... Alt? Where's the other guards at? Only just you chuckle fucks? Ike. Come on, guys. Advanced combat AI. Fucking people have the nerve to be walking around. I'd fucking shit if one of them spawned behind me on this roof. It'd be fucking funny. Oh good, so glad more of you could join us. Halt. Alright, these town guards, so... This game is so heavy and crazy with all the other spawns. Or is half like the guard population just like stuck over there? Have I reached like a cap on the amount of guards that can come for me? Classic Daggerfall did it so much better. What the hell, Unity? Fucking dropping the ball. What my fucking immersion? Come on, man. Oh, he swerved. Might have a point. Let me put my wrist brace on, because I thought I was done, and I'm still goofing around here. Aha! I'm over here! What the fuck are you gonna do now? My bow broke! Son of a bitch, put that in my notes as well. Make dispel spell. Repair bow. Oh no! I wanted to test this anyway. No new guards. Still you, Chuckle Fox. These guys aren't even fucking taking cover. Alright, I need to sort my items so that the Frosty Amulet is always where my cursor defaults to. Let's do that now. Drink this. Bro, I gotta hand it to you. You've done pretty well. I think maybe you're being protected by something. You're glitched out or some sort of nonsense. Oh my goodness! You came out of the woodwork. You got me. Oh, my reputation is ruined. I'm a scoundrel. No. Come here, motherfucker. Alright, I gotta not do this while I'm on horse. Oh! Feels somewhat bad. These motherfuckers put poison on their damn blades. Oh. Hold on. I have the fix. Great. Humanoid items seem to be stacked far more with poison than like, humanoid weapons seem to be stacked far more with poison than I'm accustomed to in the default game. Or maybe that's just because my characters have somehow ended up being immune to poison through some fashion. What the hell are you peasants doing out here? I'm fucking killing people! Do you fucking mind? Show some respect. I know, I bought some at the end of last stream, but then I ended up using them all. But it's okay, because I have a pauldron of venom antidote. Is that it? We done? I've defeated the town guard? No one else, huh? Just too many sprites, huh? Okay. Well, this is something I'm not used to in Daggerfall. I've defeated the entire town guard, and there's no one else to stop me from Murder Hobo. Kinda fucking sad. Feature complete my ass. Ah, fuck, feature complete. Oh, now we're coming. You're just coming in, you're at the tail of this stream. I'm just goofing around. I didn't intend to goof around this much, but we're stress testing, folks. And if I could even come to the temple here, get fully healed, and if I ever had a disease or poison, I could just immediately pop right back in there. be perfectly fine. Like nothing bad happened. Yeah. Okay. Kinda anticlimactic, huh? Oh, I can't travel with enemies nearby. Wonder where the enemy is. Could be somewhere trying to navigate to me through these city streets. I guess we'll never find out. One more thing. Oh, letter. It's probably for the fucking Dark Brotherhood. Yep. Yeah, you have slain. Unsanctioned slayings. Let's have ourselves a good old mob. Listen to the lightning. What you kids got? Besides that lucky hit for freezies. Come on now, don't be shy. Gather around, motherfuckers. We're gonna have ourselves a field day here. Come on. Ball up, everyone. Oh, damn it. Yeah, but it needs to be a Might and Magic 6-sized wad of enemies. That game, one of the nice perks about Might and Magic 6 is that it really did mobs of enemies. And that's, you know, it is one of the things I miss about Might and Magic 7 compared to Might and Magic 6. I do like just like those huge, like, clusters of, what the fuck, there's too many enemies in here. Like, you can see those examples just right outside New Sorpagol with, like, the huge cluster of apprentice mages. The Temple of Ba has, like, a ton of, like, skeleton people. Might and Magic 7 doesn't really do, like, a cluster of enemies like that. Didn't really even need that ablative armor. Hasn't made a wrong fucking mistake. As opposed to the right kind of mistake. Oh boy, more friends. Just go beyond the city walls, you know. The guards should have convenient access to be able to get me on the city walls, right? I mean, they're the walls of the city, right? It's Daggerfall. Now I'll just watch as I lose a ton of my health here. Oh no, that wasn't actually that bad. He didn't actually even take any damage. I'm at the end of the broadcast, but ostensibly, that is what we would be doing. Just stress testing some mechanics here. And the piece de resistance. Oh, it's slightly used. Alright. We managed to work that decay down on the Ice Storm's amulet. How many free uses? Well, how many uses did we get out of that? Before it, like, ticked down to almost new, and then I think slightly used as a category, like, after that? Pretty strong, but the items that you use, like, even in classic Daggerfall, could, be pretty damn solid. But guards, just as incompetent in this game. Although, according to what one person in chat wrote earlier, they can hurt you even when you're a werewolf, apparently. And that's not game accurate. Where'd they get those silver weapons from? Let's wade in. Damn, they poisoned me again. Woo! Oh, hey, I cured it. Nice. So, guards. They like to use poison in this game. Well, they can't do much of anything against levitating magic users. I thought I'd heard, like, they had, like, some sort of ability to deal with you. But, you know, misinformation and what have you. There's no need to take poison immune. Just have something that can take care of that. Like a temple or an item. Just imagine all the money I could make off all this loot. They're all humanoid, so we could end up pulling off very valuable pieces. An Elven Cuirass there, if I could wear Elven, of course. You'd even find, like, potentially better quality gear than what I've got on. Damn it, I feel somewhat bad again. I got poisoned again. That's something to keep in mind. Definitely seen a lot of poisons from the city guards. And humans in general definitely sling that around, so you'll definitely want to make sure you have some means of dealing with poison. Whether it's outright poison immunity, or spell, or potion, or an item that you can use to constantly give you that. Items would be the best, just due to their durability, compared to potions or spells. Of course, depending on how you're playing the game and what you're allowing yourself, magic items can be difficult to access. I think I've had my my fun. That was enough. We got to see some beautiful offensive spell mechanics there. Whee! Just nuke myself. Takes a lot of work to kill me. I have a lot of hit points. And that is only an ice storm from an item. Alright. Next time, whenever the hell that is, we got on with some more questing to do actual noble and chivalrous things, like getting more rooms at taverns.